Hey team, how we going? It is Kaz here. As you know, let us know if the thumbs up whether the sound is good or not. We know it plays up a lot lately. We've got some things to talk about tonight. It's going to be interesting. But we've also got some great news too. Our latest and longest members of Patreon, as well as a channel in the Trenches with Kaz, have just marched out of their training. Okay, one of them is now air dispatch based at Richmond. And it's been a long journey for him. So he's finished his IT's pay rise and in the job, doing the job as of Monday, etc., or when the country calls on him. Our second call of mention that did really well for himself, fantastic, a guy named Pete, who is now a fully qualified paramedic, civilian paramedic, who's about to hit the streets in the wagons. And until he retires, he's going to save lives of people that won't remember his name and probably won't remember his face. But he'll be there when the sky falls for some and for the families that need someone who's not there in an emotional distress to save the day. So to those two gentlemen, fantastic news. Conversations this week too with some of our NCOs that are having a hard time with soldiers not towing the line, so to speak, and asking for advice on what should I do? How do you deal with pirates of the Caribbean, so to speak, when they're in your military unit? And the answer to that is you may have to crush them. You've got to break a few eggs. You've got to choke the chicken to teach the monkey, don't fuck around. Hey, Judah, how you going, mate? Simon Powell says one thing. Let's define stolen valor. Make sure everyone on the same page. Absolutely. Doing a little bit of a warm-up before we got in there. So I'm already got you ready there, Simon Powell, because as you know, being Raffy, that's valor for defence, really, isn't it? Just joking with you, mate. So Jonty just marched out of Singo, mate. That means you've just got your Skippy badge, yep. Fantastic. Jonty, join the list. And also, that means you're now in the Brotherhood. Fantastico. I'm very proud of you, mate. There is no easy way of getting that Skippy badge, and you've got it, which makes you part of the family, the Royal Australian Regiment. Jonty, just let us know what battalion you're going to, but don't tell us what your real name is. As far as everyone's concerned, you're a dentist. We've got Poker Face there with a one-handed slap, who's also got his got him as the lowest rank, but the most fun rank to be, and that's a private. If you want to become a member of the channel, help us out. And we'll go from there. Matto H, evening all. G'day, Matto. How you going, mate? Daz from Adelaide. There's no bullshitting with this fella. He's no stolen valor. Evening, Kaz. Simon and the team. Good to have you here. The concerned Aussie is good to go too. Brother Daz. Cass, how you going, mate? There's probably stolen valor in the teaching community too, I'd imagine. Love Sharma. Yeah, good to see. Good to have you here. If this is your first time here, mate, make sure you subscribe. We're happy and we're lucky to have you. Miss you, Cass. I don't believe he's talking about me. I think he's talking about the real Cass that's up there. In the green, waiting. Jonty, appreciate it. Going to 1RR, the 1st Battalion, the big blue one, as she said. And we've got Venom there. Getting ready to put on a uniform. Tonight, Venom, we're talking about stolen valor. Okay, as Simon said, what is stolen valor? And we're going to go into this tonight. And you've seen it in many, many different roles. Who could this be this time of night? Wait a sec. Wait a sec, who we got? Oh, it's Ed Jr. Ed Jr. from the USA. He said he's sorry for his poor chem job. This is him now. Look at that. From the USA right now. Can we get some thumbs up for our coalition brothers? And also the third in the line of the Ed Bennett. That's okay with the cam, mate. You've got the sunnies on. You look the part. That's all that matters. To all of you and your brothers over there, mate, you've got somewhere to stay if you ever bring them over across the pond. We're waiting to make them feel at home in the land of Oz. Eddie Bennett, there he is. US Kaz? It's Ed Jr. There he is. You having a good stream? I sent you a message on your phone of me beautiful face. You're putting on a bit of weight there, son. Good to have you here. Love Sharma, indeed, first time during a live chat. Whoever been following all your vids for the last couple of months, they're lovely Sharma. I apologise at the moment. I'm having a bit of a setback with my medication at the moment. So this arm, like a crab's left leg, but not sleeping at all, feeling a bit sick with some of the medication. It tastes just like cockroach carapace. Morning all from Ed Junior over there. He's over in the US for the moment. There, Ed, are you with your brothers in arms? Let us know, mate. It's 8 o'clock at night here, pretty much. Ed, we've just caught someone with stolen valor in Australia, and what's worse is if you were going to be the mayor of a town, a city, would you make it Fort Bragg City that you're going to do stolen valor in? His name is Troy Thompson, and he's the mayor of Townsville, which is in city. Now, this guy has claimed that he didn't realise because of his epilepsy that he might tell a fib here or there. And it's not just about military. He reckons he's got more degrees than a compass. And it turns out they're all bullshit too. He was in the military, regular, SASR, Special Air Service Regiment, posted on the other side of the country over west. But in actual fact, he's joined in 1991, which means he joined the same time as Hot Aussie Kaz here, but was an Army Reserve. I hope that he was good at cooking. Now, how do we respond to stolen valor? For starters, this guy has also said, I've had 100, what do we say? He's had 100 concussions in his life due to epileptic situations. My sister had epilepsy and passed away after falling face down on a bed. God bless her soul. She was the best sister ever. But if you're a politician, you don't step down and you've been caught lying about your education, caught about lying about your military service, how much money and influence has he had as the mayor of a city, and who the fuck did the background check? That's crazy. We know pieces of shit the best of times. Not leadership. Donald Trump's got leadership. He's in a bit of trouble at the moment, but at least he's a leader. Orc, pretty much. But this guy is not a leader, and he's an imposter. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's a goddamn liar. Cyrus the Great would kill you for less. Got rid of slavery in 600. Didn't know that until last night. Fantastic. But it only lasted until he passed away. Then they brought it back in again, and that was more than 1,000 years before Islam. But he was Iranian, Persian. And they reckon that, he was the real deal before Alexander the Great. Due to if his epilepsy makes him lie, not if he trusted as mayor. Absolutely. You're not allowed to have a driver's license if you've got active epilepsy. Who did that on this guy? They should be sacked too. But if any of you in a civilian job lied about your credentials, you'd be told after lunch, oh, by the way, you need to hand in your ID card. You've been locked out of your box. Security's got you. Fuck off. It'd happen that quickly. But because this is actually fraud, because if he's used his education requirements plus any of those military things on his resume to get that role, and it was influential in him getting, and the communications he's had with military people after that, that's fraud, because I'll tell you what, he's getting paid more than you and me. Yeah. The mayor of Townsville. That's like the most military city in Australia. Absolutely, mate. G'day, Corona. C2. Charlie 2 there. Military is one of those things, military imposter, where people would think that you go straight up to them, you call them out, potentially even kick their ass for what they're doing. But it's not that easy, because there's sometimes a bit of a sociopath behind it. This guy clearly is, to even pull that bullshit. But the other one is, are you dealing with someone with mental health that is also probably a risk of self-harm? Do you want to really go after someone who respects what you do so much that they want to lie and pretend they've got that job career. And also, when you're surrounded by 1,000 people in the military, is telling a fib at what stage about or censoring the truth sort of thing. How is that not stolen valor as well? Yeah. We've all cases we know of people that have bullshitted about military career tours they've been on, etc. Don't do it. As a matter of fact, lie unless it is for your own bacon sort of thing, but not for advantage. People can handle a lie to protect someone, at times, potentially even yourself. Do I look fat in these pants? No, not at all. That's husband stolen valor. If they ask it, they do. We know that. They don't say, would you say no to this ass in this jeans? That'd be a different story, wouldn't it? I'm even wearing my John Rambo jacket here since I got back from Vietnam on my third tour. Caught me. Yeah, but you can look up videos of stolen valor and you see people really, really hammer home and attack the person, especially in the US. And sometimes it does go a little bit overboard. Rip Yak right now in an airport, all that sort of shit. I wouldn't do that. Hey, Kaz, I'm on DFR psychology assessment on Monday. Can't wait to be in the Navy 2020. I've been watching your vids for years. Rands 47. We need a few more Navy here. Be careful of the golden rivet when you get in. The psychology is not hard. They're just making sure you can get along with others and you don't tick off any of the red flags, mate. You'll be fine. If he's epileptic, then how can we trust as mayor? Absolutely. You can't be. You're representing Australia as well, aren't you? What else we got there? G'day, mate. Fraud galore. Simon Powell. He's using other people's reputation to gain an advantage. That's freaking wrong. And why would you? As soon as someone says SAS, people can background check you like that. We all know a bunch of people in SAS. Yeah, I got checked out by British SAS when I went to go and do a public speaking event. Judah, I don't see that as respect, maybe jealousy, but to lie about something like that is nothing but disrespectful to some who gave their lives. Absolutely, Judah. Absolutely. I think more what I'm talking about is people from a mental health perspective with a full pack of cards, so to speak. And if they're a sociopath, and how is this any different to transgender? How many people in transgender now can use that, weaponize that, to get into something that they couldn't be successful as a male? Be untouchable and even get tenure in a role that might pay them a shitload more because the left will take them in and give them that job as a vampire familiar way of saying, we absolutely believe that men can have babies. So, yeah, where does it start? Where does it stop? What industry does it hit the most? Is it everywhere? Is there those that lie and those that don't? If you went to go and do, let's talk about fibbing, so to speak, which also used to be the death penalty in Persia when Cyrus the Great was in. The three things you had to be great at: horsemanship, archery, mounted and dismounted. Elton's always mounted. And the other one was never tell a lie. And if you told a lie, it was death penalty. Interesting. History has the answer. What was I going to say? Something about... so you go to the military. You go in to do your medical assessment and they ask if you ever touched the devil's lettuce, marijuana. You'd be a goddamn idiot to ever say, yes, I have, and it's not in your system now. Because if you say you have, you're probably going to get dumped right there, right then. No further conversation. So be very careful and know when there is a time for the red hand to represent. The other one that's happening at the moment is the stolen valor, and we could always look at a couple of videos if you want me to pull one up, is they've now laxed into the Australian Army even further to allow 14 new caveats that allow people to enlist in the Australian Army that before this had actually boycotted you from said enlistment. Now, some of those are mental health that is related to an isolated incident that basically everyone would have had, which saw you go and see a psychiatrist, car accident, whatever. There's ones with a history of acne, but it's not actually at the moment. It's in remission, so to speak. There was ones about non-lethal self-harm. Naturally, not going to let you in if you've actually completed that task. Ed Bennett says, well, Kaz, I've got to get out of here as we're beginning. Have a good stream and a good day, along with happy wishes to your family. Cheers. Mate, love to your family. I can't wait to talk to your dad. It's been way too long, your mama, as Vanilla I should say, and all the best to not just your comrades, but our coalition comrades, USA. And let's hope by the end of this year, some semblance of normality has come back in your country, because by God, our stock market needs it to. Take care, Ed B. And all the best to Chantel, Ed, okay, and the puppies. Have you got a missus yet? Let us know later. Okay, what else we got, team? So the 14 things have been relaxed. We've got to be careful, team. Remembering is fast, and we're only as strong as our fattest, okay, and weakest. We travel at the speed of our fattest and weakest. And who does that hurt the most? It hurts leadership the most, because at the end of the day, leadership will say, I need this call sign at this time from point A, go to point B. And there is planning times based on that, based on the fitness requirements and standards that are set in training to prepare us for war, to seek out and close the enemy, to kill or capture him, to seize and hold ground and repel attack by day or night, regardless of season, weather, or terrain. And that motto, okay, that not a motto, okay, that doesn't change. All right, but it does change physically on the ground if we tamper or allow politicians and weak leadership down of something that ultimately makes it untenable for officers to be able to deploy their troops the way they need to do it in a tactical environment. And then when they complain about it too higher, it looks like they're blaming their tools. That's not the case. No one should leave Kapooka until they have finished their fitness test successfully. Scotty Morton, g'day mate. What's the best way to withdraw my army application without making a fool of myself? 2 ways. I don't know why you'd pull it out. One is just don't turn up. Okay. And the other one is just give them a phone call and say, hey, look, at the moment, I believe that this is not the right idea for me. And maybe at another time, can I please withdraw this? Something has come up that I don't want to go into, or I can go into. So in case you're going to have another go another day. Is there any chance, Scotty, you're with us now, why you would be wanting to withdraw your army application if it was a calling, if it was something that was burning in your desire to get there? Change everything for you. Daz, Kaz, my friend, is at HMAS Cyprus doing basic training right now. There's nothing better than being part of a team, man, you know? Now, I don't want people to think the politics of Kapooka is going to be a tangible way your military career is going to be. It's not the case. It changes when you get to the unit. The more the pointing head, the more mateship there is when you get there, adventure, etc. You know? Please, give it a go. Alternately, what are you going to do? Economemes, vans. Thank you very much. I wish I could do the proper Nutsu cow, but I can't. Celebrating losing 10 kilos thanks to the motivation cats anymore. Economemes, do you know one of the most, congratulations, can we get some thumbs up there? So I'll let you know now, one of the most positive messages that we get on this channel is weight loss. We never bring it up, but the amount of people that ultimately end up leaning into their passion, their desire to serve the nation, themselves, okay, their family name, and make a difference is phenomenal. We've got a guy at the moment who's a pilot for the Fat Planes, and he used to be a fat bastard. He's a fantastic guy. You know, didn't want to be a fighter pilot, wants to be in the Fat Planes. Was 140 kilos, but still has the personality. His missus is hot. He's got kids. that are fantastic. He was a pilot, civilian pilot, then went into trucks, kept them in business, and now he's a pilot, lost the weight, got his life back on track, good to go. Carl P. loves the Rambo jacket. Yeah, it is very good, mate. I just want my country to love me like I love it. That's all I want. Matty H. Nice work at Cono. It is excellent to see people lose weight and regain mobility. Hit the likes if you can. Burn a calorie. Yep, see? The funny thing is you see all these TikTokers and influencers that are talking about fat shaming and shit. And you're going, I've never seen people that are in the gym, including special forces friends of mine, that when someone comes into the gym and looks like melting ice cream, looking like they're killing calories by the hundreds, no one mocks them. We help them. Okay, and you're proud of them for making a change. Yeah. Sometimes I think people want people to stay big because then they can be that rent-a-friend, so to speak. Pilots. He's not fat anymore, mate. He lost more than 40 kilos. Really quickly too, but it wasn't a shark attack that did it. Matt O.H. Health before wealth. Boom. Maybe more health stuff as you roll out your wealth stuff, cats. The wealth stuff should be coming out, make this video. And both times I've said, no, you deserve better. Not a floating head sitting in a room. The first one needs to be a video that makes you go, you know what? I'm liking what I'm hearing here. Maybe this is something I need to get on board with. Because I tell you what, when you've got a few $1,000, and it's building and you're not touching it, account that has a tangible net wealth, that is a great way of feeling like you're not scared of the letterbox. Like any small dramas, medium dramas that happen within a month's time. Junior, and then there's those of us who are trying to put on weight. Yeah, you might know there's a thing called a ectomorph, and an ectomorph is someone like myself, who can, basically have a cannula going in my arm with just Coca-Cola, and I still don't put on weight. Right? And then people think, oh, you must be fit. You go, it's ADHD does it for me, But I was 58 kilos when I went to join the army, which meant I had to be fitter, stronger, and represent myself, and I did. Also the mesomorphs, which will always look muscular, and then there's the endomorphs that will always look like that said melting ice cream. And some of those poor bastards eat well, do everything, but then it creeps into their night, spider creeps into their mouth while they're asleep, and they put on weight. Let's get back to stolen valor. It will always come back and bite you, pretty much, if you lie about being a sniper, if you special forces and you weren't, if you say that you went on an operation, you went on a patrol, that you were part of a contact, all of these different things will come back on you, believe me, team, because you never know when you're at the RSL, when you are somewhere where someone like myself is sitting, where we'll just sit there and go, oh, yeah, talk. We'll let someone dig himself deeper. And there's certain areas that really attract the stolen valor. And one of those, clubs. And then, dude, imagine if you go there and they find out you've been bullshitting about your credentials. They will eat you up. Jap, you guys are well. I hope you're well too, Jad Oak. Elise King, the Queen. Hey, they're a bit late tonight. That's what she said. And then I said, I'm not the father. You were the topic of conversation today's PFA, Kaz, bringing people together. We care about people, mate. You turn up with the right attitude to a PFA because they're the people that are probably going to be in the platoon with you as well. So my NDIS support worker can get me super fit. Okay. What are you in NDIS for? If you don't mind us asking there, Scotty Morton. Yep. That's a good perk. As the NDIS system, man, some do a great job, but by God, there's some scams in that. I know they're tightening up the fist there on the people taking advantage of the situation, making some uber bucks out there. But I still reckon the Army Reserve is the best, not trying to give too much away, the very best alternate source of income that you can possibly have. If you're a tradesman, we've got one in the chat right now, you can make bank. I'm not talking about for those that are getting thirsty, that like the kiss of another man with a hairy back in the shower. Navy. How awkward wanting. Schizoaffective disorder. What is that? I like to learn something every day, Scotty. How does that affect you? How's this North Korean guy I've got on the screen at the moment? Those medals are amazing. It's a hard topic, this one, because it's the part-time of your life, Dave. Every time you speak to Army Reserve, the first thing I ask people is, so why not full-time? And it is always pretty much a good response. It's either family, industry, qualifications, etc. And the Army Reserve is actually the yin to the yang that allows them to have that hunting the mammoth life while also hitting all the parameters, the bases required for their daily bread, for their fair older, which also means when you go for the Army Reserve, it allows you to reignite the testosterone in your body, that warrior within, that looking into the freaking fog with a compass, red sky at morning, a gay sailor take warning. There might be throw rocks at him and go, mate, I'm going to set a course, I'm going to follow it, but part-time. The friends you make will make it worth it. Hell, Kaz, in an RSL somewhere, and this actually happened lots of love, witnessed someone trying to cover lies after lies until they end up going, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Senor Sharma, if you want to, guys, it's always good to get in the now, the bat phone. So the link that they put up there before, all you simply do is go to the Black Legion, not a racist comment, and then get on the bat phone. I send you a message, and then from there, session one-on-one, and we get to talk about your situation, and we suit that for you. Yep. Tax free, yep, and your business gets compensated as well. Dave D, the Reserve is currently far more integrated with the RA than they ever have been before, for better or worse. Absolutely they are, and as I say, they should always be billeted to a regular unit. What I would recommend, to Dave and to others, is if you are part of a unit, that is away but not too far away, because remember, a lot of people drive an hour to where their actual base is, especially if they're at the instructor schools, etc. Maybe say instead of a Tuesday night, how about we all, and that's what the staff could do. Say instead of this Tuesday night, the next Tuesday night, okay, sure, turn up there, but why don't we turn up on a Saturday that is outside the proverbial weekend through the opposite 6 hour or 8, 9? Can we bring our guys over, our 15, 16 guys, and come and join on and assist you guys, or at least piggyback off what you're doing? Use your brain, make the conversations, make the contacts, and get involved, and be someone that starts a relationship with a platoon in a regular unit that allows you to then go and get that advanced training without doing any of the paperwork. Yep, up to the clerk to fill out the pay slips. It kind of means, weird question, but kind of related. I've met a guy at Anzac medals as a way to represent his family. Yeah, I kind of think that close to the only good reason to wear medals you didn't earn. And that's it. And that's the reason why the medals that are your families are on this side your chest. Your medals are bam, over your heart. No matter what medals, it'd be weird if you were wearing medals that you'd bought at a had them on the right-hand side, having stolen Valor a fake family. But it's only when they wear them on the left that it becomes a drama. And I can tell you, I know a guy, this is a story of stolen valor, and it's one that cringes me to the depths of my anus. And this guy hadn't done a trip to Afghanistan yet, and he was infantry and corps enlisted, and he went over to another corps, and he was about to go to Afghanistan, and it was just after it was going to be going after Anzac Day. So what he did was bought the medal, because your name is on your medals, so you can find out pretty quickly if they're stolen or not, if they're stolen valor. And he actually bought the campaign medals and wore them out on Anzac Day, because I'm about to go, well, wear them. Yeah. Well, someone from his new unit was actually there and saw him and was like, huh? And before, why is he wearing those medals? I believe they still allowed him to go on the trip so that he would get them. But that kind of stolen valor, that could burn you. 2 seconds. I'll go and get my medals. None of this is a flex team. This is so we have context to what we're talking about tonight. Tell me. One minute. I'm back. Yeah. Medals are a funny thing. They seem like a really, really big deal until you get them. And then a humbleness comes over where it doesn't define you anymore. I had a conversation tonight with a good guy, Dave. And medals don't define bravery unless it is a medal that says it's for bravery. The medals that you get that are on top of your career, whether it be an OAM, Order of Australia medal, normally goes to officers. No one can tell you why. The people with the least amount of danger get the most amount of accolades. Doesn't make sense to me. But bravery awards, gallantry awards, military crosses, officers, medical crosses, all that sort of stuff, they're all on this side. As you can see, I've got nothing special. All I've got is the medals of service. Now, I used to say this one was Vanessa, that one was Carmen, that one was Dee, that one was a medals that I was going out with at the time. So when you look at that, the red strip means it was active service, which means you went over there and you were going to basically seek out and close the enemy, kill or catch from season, hold ground, repel, attack by day or night, regardless of season, weather, terrain. And then you work your way across, and you've got your medals for the areas where you went to, again, to seek out the enemy. And then you've got service medals, which means you went there, and it wasn't to fight, it was to outside your core perspective, i.e. security, commander in the Sinai, etc. Then you come down to your length of service medals, Parramatta medals, down to Rwanda, Interfet, MFO, multi-force organisation, Israel, Egypt, etc. for the Camp David Accords. Now, the thing that gives people away is, one, when the medals aren't mounted, you're obligated, you have to mount them when you're in the regular army especially, so you're not hanging like a tool. But what will sit above it is BAM. This is an infantry combat badge. That says that you have to have gone, if you've got these medals and it says active service in your infantry, then you should have an active service infantry combat badge that says you went there as an infantry soldier, infantry role to see. Now, the other corps got very jealous of that because they weren't allowed to have them. So now there's a all corps combat badge, which looks different to this. Okay. So it looks different to like the SLR bayonet that's sitting in the center here. All right. So that will sit just above your medals. like so. So normally, don't fuck around with people that you see with racks of medals that have an infantry combat badge above them, because chances are you're fucking with the carnivore. Yeah. But if you see people with big racks of medals and there's no all-corps combat badge, whatever that means, or an infantry combat badge, then it normally means there's something missing. So people try to tell some porky pies. People can very, very quickly look at what you're wearing and see that it doesn't make sense. Okay, there is to say that you've done multiple tours of those actual events, etc. Right. Anyway, no flex. It's like faking a resume. Absolutely. Worse than faking a resume. It says you were there. And you should, what, when people say this person, that person didn't like to talk about it, there's normally two reasons. One, they weren't there, or two, okay, it brings up bad memories, or they might even think that you're not asking for the right reason, or this is not the right. I don't know anyone with the military that won't tell you everything about their life if you ask them in a respectful way, and actually you're doing them a favour. When someone says to you, how do you help mental health with veterans, ask them stories when it's just you and them, a cup of coffee, respectfully, or a beer, and they'll tell you, and what'll happen is they'll forget you're there. Not to start talking, always pick and go, I want some more detail, I want some more, I'm asking with respect, it's only you and me here, I'm not going to pass it on, I'm not recording. And you will find you're actually allowing them to vent and have a sense of, appreciation that they're not invisible, and that their invisible qualifications, life, and hardships weren't in vain. So we should never tell someone that it was a waste of time going to Afghanistan. Never tell someone it was a waste of time going to Rwanda, because of those that are back there now that may have got some semblance of hope of a life that they could have had because you turned up there and showed them compassion from a different religious, secular angle with military uniform, etc. The infantry combat badge looks just like the infantry corps lapel badge. The difference is the ICB is flatter, like an infantry badge that's been put under pressure. Wow, under pressure, I like that one. I know he likes Queen as well. Stay chatty. Bam. Jado, what do we got here? Is there any pressing questions we have? It's hard to, people have quite often said to me, when am I going to do something on Stolen Valor? And, Kaz is running on 2000's internet. Is it internet dying? What's happening? Saying it's excellent here. Wait a sec. Tell me why. What's going on? Stream settings. Let's go to latency. What are we? I don't think we can edit that, can we? Let's have a look. No, it won't let us edit that. Stream health. It's saying it's excellent. Viewer activity. Stream settings. It won't let me go to the lower latency, sorry. Maybe it's your internet. Don't know. But guys, Stolen Valor. We can always see. I don't want to hurt your stream here by trying this, but if I type in Stolen Valor, what's going to come up? Okay, this is some metal looking shit here, team. And this is why I say I don't want to destroy people's souls, so where are we? There we are. Okay. So let's see if we can have a look. Let's do it. I can't even hear this.
Where? BAPS isn't a unit. Yes, it is. All right, so which
Can you hear it? I can't because I've got my headphones plugged in.
So what reserve unit around here is getting deployed? Based out North Carolina. So why are you up here? Where's your haircut and shave? What? Where's your haircut and shave then? It's getting shaved. It's getting shaved? You're so bullshit. Like, yeah. All right, so what's your gunny's name? Because I know a lot of people down there in North Carolina. I was stationed out there for a little bit. First sergeant name? Jackson. Jackson? Just Jackson? Yeah. Jackson. Who's your gunny's name? Jackson. Jackson and Jackson. That's your first sergeant gunny's name? Same people. You gotta go? So you're one of those bullshit people that sits there while my friends are getting blown up. Is it? Oh, where are you going? Whoa. You're gonna sit there and be a stolen Valor.
Actually, I have a dog in the car.
Do you? Oh my God.
And honestly, team, you can get the shit punched out of you for this. So be careful, don't push it.
All right, so it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Tampa, Florida. There's this jackhole.
I've seen this one. This is what not to do. This guy goes a little bit too far.
Over here that I pulled up and talked to for a minute. Doesn't have his veteran's ID. No self-respecting veteran be wearing his.
This guy looks like he could have done a few more fitness tests himself too before he stood out. Don't wear tight shirts.
Uniform than ROTC patches.
If you don't suit him.
Stuff you're going to go see. So we're going to have a quick conversation with him. Follow me. You're in the Army? Don't wear an ROTC patch? Sir. You're out here begging for money wearing an Army soldier uniform? Sure. You're not a veteran? Yes, I am. No, you're a piece of shit is what you are. Show me your veteran's ID card. Show me your veteran's ID card.
Okay. So this guy is actually stealing money basically from people, but this could be deep mental health as well. Now, what this other guy is doing to me, it almost comes across as being a goddamn bully. Okay. What do you guys reckon? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Is this, would you see this as bullying? Watch it for a bit longer. And do you reckon he's going a little bit over the top here? And there's a better way you could do it, I reckon.
Well, take off my uniform. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't walk out and try to hit my car. You take that uniform off. Yes, sir. For the right of your attention on this planet, you take my uniform off. Yes, sir. You got the balls to stand out here? We got military people coming in and out this.
It's getting to the stage now someone else might get in their car and come and kick your ass that either is military or someone that might think you're actually having a go at someone that is military and you're not. And they might actually have carry. You got to be careful.
That takes balls. You're not looking for trouble, but you're coming to ask people, telling you're a veteran.
It's issued to my older brother.
Okay. So why are you
This fella.
Because I wanted to. This is all.
If you see someone with their sleeves rolled up, their hands in their pocket, chances are, okay, it's stolen valor.
I have clean right
Two
now.
things you don't really do.
What's the back of that say? Read the bottom of that.
Disabled veteran.
Yeah. What do you think that means?
You were in the military?
Yes, it does. You're disrespecting the uniform that I wore, that I've lost friends in. And then you have enough nerve to come up to me and ask me for a cigarette wearing shit like this? It's fucking pathetic, dude. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my yard. Hey, come here. Stop that. Let me fucking fix your shit real quick. You ain't getting that shit. Go on.
That's my older brother. You give it back or I have you arrested.
For what? Right
That.
here. Do me a favor. Stick it in your pocket. Don't be wearing this fucking shit.
Hey, sir. Hey, my son would like to meet you. He really admires guys in the Army.
Hey, buddy. I'm Sean.
What unit were you in?
I'm with the 2nd Battalion Rangers.
75th?
2nd. And we're 75th Ranger Regiment with the 2nd Battalion.
What's your MOS?
My MOS is 11 Bravo.
All right.
I'm what's called Attack 1. All I do is I go out on missions.
Where'd you get your 3 CIBs at?
Afghanistan.
All 3?
All 3.
You know you need to be in 3 different campaigns to get 3 CIBs, right?
This one was from Afghanistan.
Okay.
That's from my...
Can you feel the second-hand cringe, how deep it is? It gets pretty deep, team. There's some specific ones. There's ones in Australia, too. What's this guy doing?
What's going on, man? Nothing much.
One thing you are allowed to do, team, you can wear military apparel. You can wear it as long as you're not actually saying that you are that. If you wear an entire uniform in a public environment and you are carrying on representing that you are from the services, that's when it becomes stolen valor. When you're using it for advantage, whether it be for anything really, but representing that. I still have dreams and nightmares now that I'll walk onto the base, and this is something that can follow you on as a military after you get out of military, and you can get like an imposter syndrome where you have dreams, you know, that you're wearing a uniform, you haven't shaved, and someone comes over and goes, come on, get on the vehicle, and all of a sudden you're sitting there as discharged, were stupid enough to put your uniform on base so you could get through the ID, and then all of a sudden you're at the range going, what's going on? It comes back sometimes I feel I'm looking for my weapon still.
Hey, how you doing?
No, I'm doing great.
Yeah, hey, thanks for your service, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, so you got your dog there. You're in the Army, or?
Yeah, I'm in the Army.
Yeah?
Full time.
Full time?
Full time.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the Army. I mean, I got a lot of friends that served. You want to tell me a little bit about it, or?
Yeah, we're out there to assure your safety and knowing.
Dude, you would have to look at this guy and know straight away that this guy's not the real deal, and he probably is not also all up there. There's something going on. And if that's the case, go a little bit easier.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Even his dog is defecting to someone else's. Someone else is their best friend.
What's up with the dog?
Well, it's my standard issue canine. It's trained to smell.
Standard issue canine, really? Hey, where are you going, man? Come back.
Got more questions, bro?
No, yeah, I'm just curious. What's going on?
What?
Dude, I've seen some berets like that on Australian soldiers. I'll tell you one other thing too, and this is more for our Army reservists out there, because they get done for it the most. You remember when you go to Kapuka, you're there for at least 3 months, you know. So you know how to wear your headdress, you know how to march around the area, you know how to answer all the questions, you're fully qualified, especially once you've done your IT training straight from going to Kapuka. One of the things that Army reservists can fall into a trap, and sometimes cadets as well, is they'll get their uniform, part of what you call the RIC, etc., where they're getting ready to go to Kapuka, etc., or haven't done their IT training either. And what happens is they go into McDonald's in a uniform, wearing it really, really fucking badly, and they can't answer the questions they may get asked. So they are in the Army Reserve, but they're just not qualified at anything, you know. But they're given early access sometimes to a uniform, especially now, and just don't know how to wear it or how to answer those questions. And then they can get caught out very, very quickly, especially in areas like Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney, Townsville, Darwin. Those areas could get very embarrassing very quickly. And if you say, look, I'm an Army Reservist, I'm just not qualified yet, you know, but some people probably won't do that, and they'll probably stick to their guns and try to represent themselves and defend themselves. And then all of a sudden it becomes a problem, because then it's also goes against the military judicial system, and they can get done or charged for prejudicial behaviour, you know. So be careful, listen to your standing orders, don't go in uniform if you can't represent the uniform 100%. And remember, you may be the only soldier that civilian ever speaks to, you know, so that might end up coming across as their concept of the Australian Army. So don't do anything to tarnish it. Judah, Got to be careful on how you confront someone. If you don't know what they have, an actual intellectual or mental disability, you could end up getting yourself in more trouble than them. Or you could kick the shit out of someone who's basically got a problem, and then you make their problem worse. Yeah. Absolutely, kind of means, but yet here we are tonight doing a meme that Troy Thompson actually made it with all the bullshit he did, with nothing to back any of it up, and he made it to the mayor of Townsville, an Army regular garrison town. It's incredible. So this guy's taking shit off.
Sir.
What else we got? Let's give us one better.
When is the Marine Corps' birthday? When is their birthday? When is the Marine Corps birthday? When is our birthday?
Okay, let's get one more obvious.
Don't try to claim it, you fake ass imposter.
If you're actually getting money, that's another thing.
And this dude is straight.
It's something I can't share. But hey, everyone needs to wait, right?
This guy not shaven, got badges everywhere in the wrong spots, medals on the wrong side. You know, he's got his badge, his American flag, instead of on his shoulder, it's in the center of his chest. Amazing. It doesn't even make me angry. It's delicious. At least saying, got some men in the area living near base. They're heroin addicts that dress in army gear and ask for money regardless of police clearing them out. Never changed. Play the game with the police. Go over there and salute and watch them and see how far you can take them into the deep water.
Hey, dude, no, seriously, like,
thanks for your service.
What's the deal with the phone? I can't have me being on.
I'll blur your
Get a
face.
uniform
Look, I'll
that
blur your
fits too,
face
team.
when, look, I can blur it. I have the
Alright,
app
just
to
don't
blur your
post this
face.
online.
I won't post
I
this
don't
or
even know
nothing.
why you're filming.
This is for me. This is for my records, man.
Okay.
Thanks, yeah, for sure, because I respect you, but I just want to know, man, like, I was in the service too.
Yeah.
I just want to know, like...
I can't hear this, remember?
And your MOS was...
I don't know if this guy's calling out the guy who's a stolen valor, whether he is a stolen valor.
Grounds?
No, at the time I started at grounds, but I worked my way up to E5 and I was MP.
You were an MP, and you went to basic training at Fort Benning. And what MOS is an MP?
No.
You don't know? And you don't know what unit you were in? Okay.
Like I said, I got a lot of personal problems as well, man. Nothing that affect me from working or, doing things incapable of knowledge. It's just I have a lot of post-traumatic stress disorders. I suffer from.
I understand.
So just right now, like.
Especially after doing what you said, 2 tours?
Yeah, I did. I went for 4.5 years, 4 years, and then I came
You deployed
back.
for...
Well, look at the folded arms. That's some pretty serious body language going on there.
For 4 years?
I did.
At one time? So you deployed 4 years straight?
2007, I got out, and right before Thanksgiving. Active duty.
But were you deployed to Iraq?
Tehran, the capital of Iran.
So you
All right, let's see what the comments say. The top ones. We put the flag on the front to let our enemies know that America is coming. That chubby one is basically Peter Griffin pretending to be a soldier. What I sent for fire blackjack. I'm a former Marine who served in Vietnam. I also retired CIA. I remember once in South Florida, a young kid claiming he was a Marine asked me about my USMC vet hat. He wanted to know what I did in the Marines. Then I told him I was in the air wing. He said, you mean Air Force? No, USMC air wing. He said, the Marines don't have an air wing. And then accused me of stolen valor. I just finally walked away shaking my head. I knew if he was a very uninformed, stupid Marine or was stealing valor. Okay. All right. The real crime here is the amount of ads in this video. Okay. Who was your CO? General Shepherd. I go out on missions and the Casual Friday dude took me out. Don't you walk out in traffic and get hit by a car, you take the uniform off? Yes, sir. I'm dead as fuck. Imagine a fake soldier enters a restaurant full of soldiers. That'd be fun to watch. Got to tell you, dude, team, I've actually stolen valor guys in the Townsville RSL on Anzac Day. It is incredible. is incredible. Just so you know who we're talking about too, with Troy Thompson. Townsville Mayor. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, look, imagine being this poor bastard. You know, imagine if he had a new missus too. Happens all the time, mate. Happens all the time. How many people fake and represent as being Aboriginal? You know, just to be part of a movement. How many people, transgender? You know, because it gives them some sort of profile. How many people do anything? I don't know. Why do people do anything? You know, I've seen people live in the middle of the city, you know, as wide as a cricket bat. You know, they're sick of the racism that happens towards them. And you go, dude, I would never have known. This is him. State, local government leaders call. Where is he? Okay. There he is. State, local government leaders call for Townsville Mayor. All of his colleagues have told him to stand down. He's going, no way. No way. The morning tea is too good here. I can't go. His admitted details of his military service were falsely declared. So this is not alleged. He's also admitting to this. Thompson's also admitted he did not complete 2 university degrees during an interview with Channel 9. Let him. He looks like a psychopath. We hope you do the right thing for Townsend, resign and move on to deal with whatever issues led you into this predicament. Look at him. You can almost imagine him saying, you shouldn't have dobbed me in. I don't see how it's not fraudulent. Surely some of this was used to get the job in the first place. I don't understand. I don't understand, but that's who we're dealing with. All right. Okay, where are we here? 55 minutes. Well, the funny thing is, Senor Venom, that you notice half caste always means 100% Aboriginal. You know, 1% Aboriginal means 100% Aboriginal. You know, 1% means full Ugandan. You know, I don't know. Aussie Bugger says, I was 16 years old and a reservist and my face resembled a pizza. Yeah. The reason why they say it is, you know, when you've got a skin problem, they really do have to take it seriously. They don't want to exacerbate your situation, your medical situation. And it's not normally you can't join. It's normally come back. Dermatitis used to be one too. Should Tony be forced into Kapooka School of Infantry and live stream his duration? That it kind of memes is a meme in itself. That's excellent. That is excellent. Yep. Imagine if he saw this and said, okay, I'll go and do my time with SAS now. I'd go and pay to watch him on the selection course. Guys, we've got a minute and a half to go. Do we have any pressing questions here? I know that we've got a lot of people getting ready to go to Kapooka on Monday and Tuesday, but they'll get ready on Monday. So to those guys and gals, you're not an imposter. You're actually going to go in there and serve. And to one of our young fellas who was meant to join last Monday and Tuesday, but turned up, did the health examination before they got onto the buses, and they said, sorry, let you take influenza into Kapooka, go back home for another week to Ballarat, and you can come back for the following Monday and Tuesday. He's about to hit the ground running on Monday, Tuesday, getting paid by the king. And to that gentleman, and to the platoon that is of Singleton with their Skippy badges, man, reach out, talk to me, let me know how you went. How did you find the course? You know, and absolute respect that you are now part of our family in the customs and traditions and the footsteps of the Anzacs. Neville Bartos, cash. There's no cash here. This Townsville bloke wouldn't last a second in the second, fourth boozer. Whack, whack, Kazovac. Absolutely. And he'd last even less time in the second, 1st Battalion, the Royal New Zealand Infantry Regiment. Hey, Billy Krask, how you going, mate? How's the new car going? Yeah, Carl, they've just got a lot of people. We've got some imposters too. You know, and some of them actually are in the military, I reckon. Yeah. You're either there to serve or you're there to cause shit, I reckon. All right, team, let's get out of here. Lovey Sharma, just curious, would vegetarian struggle at Kapuka? The food options are there. Sharmy, they do have a vegetarian ration pack, believe it or not. You know, you'll be fine, mate. You'll be fine. And no one really. There's people in the chat right there that can tell you whether they liked it or not. Yeah, you'll be right. All right, guys and gals. Well, let's say goodnight to you. The weekend's here. The money. G'day, Jen from North Queensland. How you going, buddy? What do you call it? The finance videos should be out this weekend. Okay. The only reason they weren't is because I tried, didn't like it, tried again, didn't like it. So, okay, Corona 2, see you boys, see you later. Take it easy, lads. And Judah, don't give away our position. There's no meat in the meat, says Dave D. Best line ever. Absolute truth there. I believe that the ration pack is stolen valor itself. See you later, guys and gals. Look after your family. Remember to do it to them before they do it to you. Elise, it's almost time for you, my friend, too. See you later, guys. And remember, Hillary Clinton's under your bed, and she's horny. See ya.